If you're a lady, you need to listen to this. Did you know research shows only in Harare men refuse responsibility of 3 in every 10 pregnancy, and 80% of that time it is done through violence, physical, sexual, emotional, threats, and intimidation. And it's so concerning why the law right now treats pregnancy like just a solo project, abortion treated like a crime committed by one person, when conception legally and biologically is a group assignment. Because if I buy weed today, both me and the dealer, we are criminals, right? But if it's pregnancy, suddenly the lady is the only one at the crime scene. The supplier is just a ghost. The law suddenly develops a philosophy. One person is treated like the offender, the other like a rumor. Zimbabwe's abortion law is still anchored on the Termination of Pregnancy Act of 1977, still colonial, old, dusty, written at a time when women were expected to suffer quietly and men were expected to disappear efficiently. If he wants out of that pregnancy situation, she must explain herself to doctors, magistrate, paperwork, and that ghost of colonial morality, or else do it without the courts, and your other offender will bring you food for 5 years at Chikurubi. Love and support, state sponsored. You might be asking, what are you trying to say? What I'm saying, abortion law in Zimbabwe isn't about morality as they say, it's about selective responsibility. Women face courts, hospital, prisons, and even graves. Men, they only face silence until the baby arrives. The risk you carry for 9 months is your own. The law says, Madam, keep it and bring receipts after 9 months. If you try anything, you go for 5 years. Zimbabwe records roughly 60,000 maternal deaths every year, and the majority of these deaths are unsafe abortions. Women who survive unsafe abortions suffer serious complications. The burden still sits squarely on women's bodies. Men statistically experience pregnancy just as a rumor, something they've just heard about. And trust me, this isn't accidental, it's structural. The law treats pregnancy as a defect that occurs in women, not as a shared outcome of sex, like flu. You caught it alone. Imagine a society where accountability doesn't start after birth certificate and maintenance orders, where accountability starts at conception, not convenience, where support is not optional and disappearance is not protected by silence. Pregnancy treated like what it actually is, a shared outcome, where men don't magically appear only when summons are served. And until the law reflects the biological reality that it takes two to tango, abortion law in Zimbabwe will remain what it has always been, not a moral framework as they say, but a gendered punishment system. Because right now the law says women decide, women suffer, women die, and men disappear. What do you think about all of this? Should abortion just be allowed rather than just leave all the burden on women? Let me know what you think.